Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Porting via Ports. But tonight we're going to do something a little bit different. Not so much programming, not so much QMK, but more of an unboxing, which we'll talk about later. But before that, just want to see who's online tonight. I see Zabobas, Duncan Yo-Yo, Ro Timmy, Chef Descartier, I think that's how you pronounce that. Himari, not Kyoko. Sumex. Who else is there? Neffert. North Tidal. Thanks, guys, for joining in. And let's see. Before we start the stream, we always like to ask, what is Merlin drinking? And as you all know, Tuesday nights are the nights that I drink some alcohol. So tonight just drinking something I've had for quite a while. And just realized I didn't even turn on my camera up there. So let me just adjust that really quick. There we go. There we go. Let's add a little bit more light. There we go. There we go. Okay. Tonight we are just drinking some Cabernet, some leftover Cabernet that I've had for a while. There we go. Yan, thanks for joining in. Lump of Space Squid, thanks for joining in as well. And I've been noticing that over the last couple of streams, I've been getting people following, I'm getting people subscribing, even though I'm offline. So I just want to take a moment to say thank you to all those people. Let's see. I see a couple of people who just followed. Pat OS Don, Chef Descartier, AMX Zaku, Los Santos, Impaired Pilot. Let's see. Who are the people who subscribed beforehand? Guido, Choroy, Philip, Letters, Jahao, Beppis Cat, Brian Nolasco, Ellie Thompson, Meduck Huck, James, Real667, Terry Yan, Atticus Fu, Lino, True, Pausu, Wolflare. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. Oh man, the list goes on. Wow. Dude, guys, thank you so much. At this rate, I might even hit partner soon. Hopefully. But yeah, seriously, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let me play some music. It doesn't feel right to drink wine without any jazzy music. Neffert says, the nerve on those people following while he's offline. Alright, I'm not usually a Cabernet drinker. Neither my wife nor I am. But we have a friend who likes red wine. So I just feel bad that like every time she comes, we just have like a bunch of white or like whiskey and stuff. So she's like, there's nothing here I want to drink. So we bought some red wine for her. Alright, so the way we're going to do this is, since this is supposed to be a quote-unquote coding stream, I will do a little bit of coding, but that should take less than 30 minutes since most of the code has actually already been written for me. And the reason being is, actually, let's just do a backstory for this. So a while back, I ported the exclusive E8.5 because exclusive was nice enough to send me some prototypes. Unfortunately, these prototypes didn't have all the lighting preferences, such as the caps lock LED in it. So I actually didn't know that it would be supported. I was working with Vashta Naruda, one of the KBD fans moderators, and yeah, we discovered what pin it used and how the code should be, but he was a little bit shy about committing it to QMK directly, so even with my prodding, so I told him, fine, I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. So here we go. It's gonna be watch Merlin copy and paste code. So the issue is only with the soldered version of the exclusive E8.5, right? And we want to focus on the solder.c file. And let me just pull up Vashta's little chat here and copy and paste the code. Woohoo! Coding is so simple, especially when people do it for you. So here we go. So first we need to enable this pin. So that would be set pin output C7. And the funny thing is I can't even test this out myself because my hardware doesn't have these LEDs. But Vashta has told me that this works for sure. So I'm just gonna believe him. I'll probably link him on the PR as well. But yeah, literally I'm just copy and pasting from what he sent me here. OZ says, wow, I could be a great coder if this is what you need to be able to do. Okay, so I'll let you in on the secret. A lot of the stuff that you do for coding, it's like, you know, like the basic principles of like, okay, I need to make a function, these are the data types that I need to use, and this is kind of like the algorithm that I could use. But a lot of it is still Googling. Googling like if there's a optimized solution, yada yada yada. So if you go to places like stackoverflow.com, you'll see like so many people asking questions like that. But yeah, at this rate, I think I'm done. I'm done. Here, let's just make sure that everything compiles correctly. Exclusive E85 soldered : let's compile the VIA firmware or the VIA key map. Compiling. And there we go, it compiled. Not that I was doubting Vashta's ability, but you know, just never know. But here we go, that's it. That should be it. Now, because of that, I'm gonna take off this. Your 2020, I'm gonna attribute it to Vashta. Let's see, how do I spell his name? Vashta Narada. It's apparently a sci-fi reference. I don't quite remember which show. But if you guys want to talk with Vashta directly, he is one of the mods at KBD Fans Discord. Alright. Let's do that. And let's commit it. On behalf of Vashta Narada, committing his code to get caps lock LED working on the soldered E8.5. Oops. Boom. There we go. Yan says it's from Doctor Who. Nice. I have not watched Doctor Who since... What's his name? What's the doctor? Matt something? Let's see, what's his name? Doctor Who. Matt Smith, that's it. Matt Smith was the last doctor that I watched. Alright. Did I push this? Nope, did I push it? No, I didn't. What did I name this branch? Okay. Alright, just pushed it. We are going to file a pull request on behalf of Vashta. Let me just do that really quick. Himari says, Merlin, why do you think the reselling community in the keyboard scene is so small? The reselling community? I don't know, I guess on a very base level, the fact that this is a niche hobby, there's not that much product to go around. It's probably why. So people who do get like the really high-end boards tend to hold on to them for a very long time. Jay Vaughn says, can we get QMK ported to KBD Fans HHKB tofu? There is a good chance it already is, depending on what PCB is in that tofu. Here we go, let's see. Pushed 1 minute ago. Okay. Get caps lock LED working. Description. think this constitutes as a bug. Bug, there we go. Simple fix. Super simple. Oh, that's weird. Let me fix that up. Bug fix. I can't click on the right one. There we go. There we go. And then I'm gonna take that and message Vashta on Discord so he can reference it when he needs to. There we go. And we're done. We're done. Javon says, I think it's HS60 or something. If you bought a KBD fans PCB, I can guarantee you that they would use their own PCBs, not an HS60. So if you flashed an HS60 firmware on a non-HS60 board, you are going to brick it. Alright, I'm just gonna assume everything's good. Maybe Vashta will comment on my PR. But with that said, wow, that only took 15 minutes. I was actually thinking it might take 30. But with that said, let's get to the Hive 60. There we go. If you guys don't know what the Hive 60 is, the Hive 60 is a recent 60% gasket mounted 60% that's currently in group buy. So follow along with me when you guys get the chance. The Hive 60 is made here in Washington, actually. Just right in my backyard, practically. Which is funny, because I had no idea that this board existed until 2 group buy newses a while ago, when like someone in the audience was like, hey Merlin, have you heard of this? Do you know the guy? I'm like, why would I know the guy who's running this group buy? And they're like, because he's in Washington. I'm like, no, I have no idea. Oh my gosh. Zaboba says, what is your go-to method to cherry pick retooled? I don't understand what that question means. Whitpack says, good evening, Merlin. Good evening to you too. Himari says, come on, why you gotta say it was made in Washington? Now I gotta buy it to support local. Of course, man! Support your local companies. It was designed and manufactured locally in Everett, Washington, to be specific. And yeah, here we go. Let's go look at this page right here. I linked the link a little bit earlier. This is a gasket mounted 60% for $275 plus shipping, of course. In terms of colors, you've got black, gray, silver, red, green, and blue. And there's an accent material, which is either brass or aluminum. You can choose your plate material to be brass, aluminum, or polycarb, clear polycarb. Plate type, you have ANSI, ISO, or HHKB Sangan. You can add HHKB blockers, and of course, there are shipping options right here as well. Look, you got local pickup Everett, Washington. Loogie says, sup young wizard? Is it possible to use a half plate with a hot swappable board? I have no idea. But here we go, more information. 7-degree typing angle with 20mm height at wrist, designed to fit your typical 60% PCBs such as the DZ60 from KBD fans, GH60, and quite a few others. Because this is a gasket mount board, there is this notion that if you use hot swap with it, it may not be supported correctly. So I would recommend just using soldered 60s with this. And here we go. Prototype is pictured. Additional info, key switches and PCB not included. Yep. Group buy. Group buy info has an MOQ of 100. And if we hit 200 units, the price will drop to 250. Group buy runs until October 17th. And target ship date is early December, just in time for Christmas. So this is great. Great stuff right here. So look, let's go look at all these renders before I pull out the actual prototype. Here we go. There we go. That's a picture of a prototype, not the prototype that I got, but I believe this might be the Group by Runners prototype. Not quite sure. Any more pictures? No more pictures, just rendered. Oh wait, I think that's a prototype. That looks like the real thing, right? That's not a render. There we go. There's that accent piece in the middle right there. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Who's ready for me to quote unquote unbox this? Loogie says, is there one for 65%? No, this is their very first board. Vashta says, thanks for the help. No problem, man. Next time you should try submitting your own PR so you can get some points. Especially since it is Hacktoberfest and you can get some points for that. Jonah says, I missed it. What group buy is this? This is the current ongoing Hive 60. Alright. So the story goes that I reached out to these people and I was like, hey man, you guys are in Everett, Washington. I could literally drive up and pick up a prototype. And after some discussion, they're like, yeah, sure, we'll make you one. And they literally made one as fast as they could within a day. So I was really surprised how fast they could do it. But here we go. Let's pull out this this prototype right here. I'm gonna lower my lighting just a tad bit because since this was literally made in a day, it's raw aluminum. Raw aluminum. Not Kyoko says, what's on your shelf behind me? That is my keyboard staff. Right there. Can I do it? There we go. I'm touching it. Keyboard staff. There. Let's do this piece by piece. Piece by piece. Let's start with the bottom part. Right there. Okay, even with the lights turned down, it's still like super shiny. I do plan on doing a build stream with this coming Thursday actually, because I already have a client scheduled for Saturday. But we will be doing a build stream of this. I was concerned that its raw aluminum nature would be too shiny on stream, and I think my fears are true. That's super shiny. What the heck? I've gotten their permission to actually paint it just so it would not be so shiny on stream. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll paint it like black or something, black or blue. Yan says, how heavy? That is a good question. But yeah, let's show off the board bit by bit. Let's see. Can we... There we go. That's better, right? If I hold it up like that, it's not... The lights aren't reflecting on it too much. But yeah, that's the honeycomb design right there. That's indeed brass. And as you can see, it's literally just fresh out of the mill. You can see all of the tooling marks still there. All of this will be gone, of course, for the production unit. It'll be anodized. It'll be all that good stuff. All that good stuff, right? Okay. Look at that. There is the USB-C cutout. Right there. Focus! Focus on the hole! Yeah, but yeah, that's your USB-C cutout. And here we go. The weight screws in with 3 screws. And just because he cut this as fast as he can, he did say he did cut a little too much. That's why you can see the weight right there. Yeah, I think I think he met up with me at 6 or something. And he started cutting around 2, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it was a very hurried job. Chef Ducartier says, will the production come in polished? The production will come in 6 colors. Here, let me pull up that group by thing again. Here we go. See? This is what the production will come in. Black, gray, silver, red, green, blue. These are all anodized colors. What I have right here is quite literally before the anodization process. This is the raw aluminum. T1 Fish has subscribed. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yan says there's raw option. Is there? You're correct. There is a raw option. But yeah, okay, here we go. This is the raw option. I would assume it would be polished. What you're seeing here is a hand polish, but it'll be polished by machine. Himari says, I'm on the up and up getting rush delivery. Dude, I just asked for this. Figured since he's in my quote-unquote backyard, I could give it a shot. Yeah, here we go. Taco Bell Fool is actually the manufacturer, guys. Well, he's not the manufacturer himself, but he is... You know, for simplicity's sake, let's just say that Taco Bell Fool is the manufacturer. He says, raw is still acid etched, though, unless you request to have absolutely no finish on it. Okay. Yeah, so this is the bottom piece. This is the bottom piece. Show you what the accent is. The accent that he gave me is also aluminum, not brass. But this is the accent piece right here. Fairly thin. Fairly thin. And I guess if you pick the aluminum version, it's not... It's really flimsy that you could just about bend it. So be careful. I do suspect that the brass will be a little better, because right now that's... Yep, that's already bent. Just me looking at it. Here, can you guys see the bend? Hopefully you guys can see the bend. Can people on stream see the bend? Or is it just me? It bent, yeah. Well, you know, it is what it is. Alright, next piece. Next piece is the clear polycarbonate plate. Here we go. Oh look, it's so clear you can barely see it. I could totally be like, alright guys, I'm holding the plate right now. It is so clear and polycarb. Absolutely can't see it, right? Just kidding. This is it. This is it. But I guess if I hold it at the right angle, it almost becomes invisible. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Yeah, here, let's go move this elsewhere. There we go. That's clearer, right? It's a lot clearer, I guess. It's hard to see. Shadow Celery, thanks for joining in. Shadow says, it seems I'm giving you the hardest stuff for you to film. It's like, Shadow Celery, this reminds me of that fable about like the Emperor's new clothes. Only those of royal blood can see this plate. Only those of royal blood can see its complexity. Is that how it goes? Make a clear PCV. I think that's actually possible, but just a lot more expensive. Yeah, so as you can see, he's got like some flex cuts over here. Multi-layout support on the bottom. You guys are just gonna have to take my word for it, because I know you guys can't see it. Here we go. And finally, the top half. This is the plate. Or not the plate, the covering plate, I guess. On the top you have a hexagon design. Let's see, if I hold it just right, you might be able to see it. And the screws all go in through the bottom. See, there's one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. And all these little spaces here are for the gaskets. So from the looks of it, you can fit 6 gaskets on the top and 6 on the bottom. Here we go. So let's actually quote unquote put the board together before the build stream. Here we go. Top or the bottom part goes like that. And then let's see. Let's actually look at his exploded diagram, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Shadow Celery says the PC plate is 1.5 millimeters. Very cool. Shadow Celery, I was wondering, are you guys offering Alps plates by any chance? Is that something you guys can cut? All right. I guess it doesn't really matter if you put the accent plate first or the plate. So Shadow Celery is the designer, the runner, and Taco Bell is the manufacturer. Yes, Taco Bell manufactures these keyboards. No, Taco Bell is just his screen name. Taco Bell Fool, there we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. Let's, I think someone earlier was asking how heavy this is. I'm gonna pull out my little kitchen scale, so hold on. Hold on a bit. Me back. Jonah says this Keeb is exactly what I'm looking for. Alright, handy dandy kitchen scale. So, here we go. How heavy is it? It is, according to my scale, it is 2 pounds and 8 ounces. 2 pounds and 8 ounces. For reference, a glass of wine is 7 ounces. Yeah. And for another reference, this is a typical tray mount 60. I believe KBD fans sold this at one point, and I actually have a review about this. This is your typical aluminum tray mount 60 with the stainless steel weight on the bottom. These ones are 2 pounds. 2 pounds. So the unbuilt is a little bit heavier than an unbuilt tray with stainless steel weight. Right. Here, let's pull this out again. Right there. So I got the pleasure to briefly chat with Taco Bell when he delivered the board to me. Let's see. Without disclosing too much information, Taco Bell's has been a manufacturer for car parts, if I got this correct, for the last 31 years. And they've been here in Everett, Washington for that long. They have a huge shop floor, so this is not someone in their backyard, in their garage, with a small CNC machine making these. This is an actual production company that's done this for a long, long time. And I'm actually surprised how they got it so cheap, down to $275. So if this works out, if this group buy is successful, I think this is going to be great for our community here. Yeah. So yeah, out of curiosity, does anyone on stream have any questions about this board or would like to see certain angles? Keep in mind, my build stream for this board will be this coming Thursday. Yeah. So, just because I think it's so hard to see on stream, I'm actually gonna paint this. I'm gonna paint this probably tonight, so it'll be dry by the time Thursday hits, because this is really hard to see on screen. Like, to me it's fine, but just, it's so shiny. The Bad Star says, what kind of PCB can you get with it? I don't think they sell PCBs along with the buy, but typically any standard 60, DZ60, GH60, I would recommend soldered though, not nothing hot swap or anything, just because there's nothing supporting that hot swap. Yan says, what gasket material? The gasket material is rubber, but I believe they're looking at poron for the production units. Like my cheap prototype here is gonna have rubber. Let's see, Owl Heart says, do you think the delivery time is still accurate early December? Honestly, I don't know. Like, the manufacturing has been doing this for decades, but you know, like, the hardest part of any group buy, in my opinion, is not the manufacturing, it's not the collecting of money, but it's the fulfillment and shipping stage. So just because Shadow Celery and Taco Bell have never done this before, I am somewhat suspicious, but just because they seem to be working very well together, I'm fairly confident that they'll pull it off. Shadow says, it's currently neoprene, but we are looking into the poron. Spacebar formed school has followed. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yan says, packaging and shipping is hard. I absolutely agree. Did Taco Bell mention anything about doing custom plate cutting in the future? Taco Bell last night did mention he is open to more business. I'm not gonna show his business card on stream lest I dox him, but I'm sure you could message him here or send me a PM for more information. Dustin Vang says, are you anodizing in-house? No, they are not. Their anodization is down in Oregon, in Portland, Oregon. They have the anodization folk come by, I think, if I'm remembering this correctly, they come by at least twice a week, because this machine shop produces lots of items. So they come by twice a week, I guess once for pickup and once for delivery. Vashta says, would be nice to have a good source in the US for PC cutting. Absolutely. Like, I'm completely blown away by this price. This is such a good price. $275 for a USA made board. And specifically for me, like Everett, like I live in Seattle. Everett is like roughly a 25-minute drive for me. Actually, maybe not 25, maybe like more like 30-ish. Static says, if we order a board, can we pick one up from there in Portland? That might be something you talk to the people about here. Will plate files be made public? Shadow Celery, I think I'm gonna need your help in answering some of these questions. Here we go. Yeah, so this is just a prototype, which I will be building this coming Thursday. Just want to reiterate that I am most likely gonna paint it. Paint it somehow so it shows better on camera. Because I think this looks pretty terrible on camera. It's so shiny. Dustin says, yeah, I'm glad I jumped in on the GB. Static says, this board with an FR4 plate would be bee's knees. Yeah, unfortunately, I think the only ones they offer are brass, aluminum, and clear polycarb. Taco Bell says, yep, released after GB ends. Awesome. Yeah. Here, let me show more of the weight here. Some more people are on stream. Boom. I'll reiterate that because this was hurriedly done for me, there were some mistakes made. Hence why you can see the weight show through the bottom of the case. There we go. Oh, look at that! That is so freaking shiny. There we go, there we go, here we go. If I hold it up closer to the lens, it seems to work a little better. You guys can see my camera up there. Look at that. Look at that. But yeah, what I personally like about this board is I like how this base right here is done. I really like these edges. Makes it look really stylish. See, Dustin says I kind of want to change mine to raw. Really? You like this? I'm not a big fan of the shininess, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, there are 6 gaskets applied to the top. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, to the bottom, I mean. And then to the top of the case. Top of the case right there. In terms of clearance, I do have to say that where that USB-C port is located, it almost seems like there's not much clearance underneath the board for any kind of foam treatment. But I guess I'll find out for sure this coming Thursday. Jonah says that raw is nice. People liking the raw keyboards now. Raw keyboards, raw meat. Does stock plate support split space? Yeah, once again, you're gonna have to take my word for it, but it looks like it does, because I can see there's one there, and there's a center option from the looks of it. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to take my word for it that I'm holding a plate, because it's hard to see. Oh, there we go. You can see the top now. There we go. So that's not actually the top of the plate, that's the bottom of the plate, but I have to hold it at this angle so it doesn't reflect the light too much. There we go. Oh look, I can see myself. Hello, myself. Super shiny. Dustin Vang says, I don't want to get too excited yet, but I'm hoping this is one of those boards that will surprise everyone. I would not be surprised. Oh, Shadow? because people have abused the link posting in the past, I don't let people link post. So if you want to send that to me on Twitch chat, I can repost it. What switches am I building it with? I currently have a deficit of switches right now. I think all I've got left are maybe Gateron yellow, so that's probably what I'll do. Put a killer hornet on the weight. Oh no. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Washington State is known for all those giant killer hornets that are coming into the United States. And it's funny that the board is called a hive. Yeah, for 275, I think this is quite the steal. No, if honestly, if you guys are looking for a 60% and have 275 to spare, this might be worth investing into and checking it out. And then once everyone has it, I can say, now we're going to separate ourselves into the hives and the hive knots. Alright. Shadow Salary just sent me that link he tried to link earlier. Here we go. And we are also going to post it on the stream so everyone can see it. There we go. Get spooky. Nope. No thanks. Jonah says womp womp. You know, I've noticed that over time people tend to ignore my puns. It makes me feel really sad. Like, to be fair though, even my wife ignores my puns. Let's see, GRMZR just followed, and so did Spacebar Form School. Static Age says, I'm sold thanks to the split space. Here, let's make that bigger. Ah, there was an error, try again, how dare you. Oh wait, I can just click on it. See that? This is what the plate supports, so yeah, just looking at this, this definitely supports the DZ60, GH60, but not the DO60, because the DO60 from Doyu Studios is a little bit off. I'd imagine this would support any, like, some of the Wilbur boards. But yeah, as I said earlier, I would not recommend hot swap for this. I would not recommend hot swap for this, especially if you have a flimsy plate like this, because there's really nothing supporting the hot swap PCB. GRMZR says, hopped on the Hive 60 right when it dropped. Pretty cool. Yeah, but yeah, once I build this on Thursday, I will do a typing test on stream too. I am, like, out of my 60s collection, I do not have a gasket 60 yet, so this would be really cool. Chef Descartier says, just got some Washington natural wines today, might be a sign. Dude, I am all for supporting local businesses. Which is why I buy my coffee from Starbucks and buy from Amazon. See, Shadow Salary says he's gonna work on possibly setting up a Discord to answer questions from people. Cool, cool, cool. Somebody say natural wine. Yeah, like, I think the one thing that really like just from my initial take on this board, like if you guys watch my group buy stream, when I first heard about this board, I looked at it and I was like, it looks fairly normal. There's nothing like particularly special about it, especially if you look from the top, but most of the design features are on the bottom here, right there. Like there are not too many boards with this kind of angle or a weight that looks like this. And I really like the center accent piece. But from the top it looks fairly plain, to be honest. And let's see, what were my other... I think at the time I said that it looks like a $275 board. But now, knowing what I know and just holding this in my hand, I think $275 is a steal. Or something like this, especially if, you know, like I'm personally not too happy with the raw finish just because it's fingerprint magnet. Maybe I should just wash my hands or something, right? But yeah, I'm looking forward to building this coming Thursday. Yan says needs feet. Oh yeah, you're right. A lot of boards these days, you have little areas where you can put rubber feet on. I'm not seeing this here. And when you look at the group buy page, it's not on the prototype. But it's on the render. It's on the render. There we go. Those are pretty big circular feet. Just that the prototype doesn't have it. Jordan says, shh, they're gonna raise the price. Yeah, I know, I need to shuffle through my box of PCBs here. I'm sure I can find something. I probably have like a spare 1UP60 or a DZ60 or possibly like a... You know, I just realized something. Shadow Celery, you guys mentioned GH60 as part of the supported 60s, but a GH60 is USB Mini B. It's not USB-C. And your cutout, at least for the one you sent me, that's gonna be way too small for the Mini B. Taco Bell says feet are now charged a $500 add-on. Dude, they better be made of diamonds. Diamond feet. $500 add-on. Yeah. Keep it USB-C. You know what? It's 8:19. I have to pick up my wife in roughly half an hour, but I can definitely do some PCB tests. Let me grab some PCBs really quick. Here we go, folks. I apparently collect 60s because I have a whole box of 60% PCBs. So we're just gonna go through them briefly and see what may or may not fit. Starting off with the, what's this? This is a plain 60 Alps, and nope, Alps will not fit because it is a MX only plate. What in the world is this? What is this taped up thing? Let me open this up, figure it out. This is a... This is... Okay, well, you know, this is one of the very first 1UP60s. 1UP60 RGBs. mini USB, and that is definitely not gonna fit. Not gonna fit for sure. Absolutely. Okay. So we can rule out USB mini Bs. So Shadow Celery, the board is called a Hive, so you may want to consider supporting mini Bs. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Thanks for testing that back, Merlin. What's up with the dad jokes? Dude, I've always had dad jokes. Okay, what we have here is a Waldo 60. Waldo 60 with USB-C. Well, I guess it's gonna fit. You know, here, since this has stabs already, let's just play around with it. Ah! Super curious. There we go. Well, I guess I can't really do it without putting switches on. But it seems to fit. Waldo 60 seems to fit. Looks tight, says Yan. Alright, that's another PCB I have here. I have like a duck PCB that's obviously not gonna fit. Got another Waldo in here. I got, what else do I have? Got another duck PCB, that's not gonna work. What the heck is this? Cody says ends up building a board, I know, right? Lenny the Leopard said, is the Hive really worth it though? I'm gonna say if you're looking for something like a key cult, then no, it's not worth it. You should just save your money for a key cult and buy one. But if you're specifically looking, okay, so I think if I saw this price, if someone told me, hey Merlin, there's a 60% for 275. The specs I would guess on it would probably be, I'd probably guess that it's a top mount of some sort. Top mount of some sort, or some really chonky tray mount. That's what I'd guess. And for 275, probably, okay, here, let me see, there was another 60% that recently went on group buy. I think it was named after the Stripe. There we go. Stripe 60. Here, let's look at this. Stripe 60 was about 190 bucks as a tray mount, and I thought that the Stripe 60 at 190 bucks was the right price for a tray mount. So yeah, I'd say if you're looking for 60, I still maintain that 275 is a good price to pay, because you get, like, at this price you should be expecting a top mount. Alright, let's go through the rest of these PCBs. Dub Sedan was Jelly 60 was $110 for a top mount PC. So many PCBs here. So many. Here, let's do this. This one's a, nope, that's a USB mini B. Oh wait, I was supposed to take apart this guy. This guy is one of the first edition plain 60s from Martin What. Kiwa says, can you try hot swap one? As I said earlier, I do not recommend hot swap boards on especially the Kale hot swap ones, on a gasket mount or on a top mount board, unless your plate can somehow secure the PCB to it. There we go. This is the Plane 60 from Martin What? In terms of spacing alone, it does seem like the Plane 60 is a little bit shifted to the left. I guess I just really won't know until I build it this Thursday. That looks like an Alps PCB. Oh yeah, it probably is an Alps PCB. Jedi Janaya has followed. Thank you. Thank you for following. Alright. Yeah, I got a couple more. Yeah, I got a couple more Plane 60s. A couple more 1-ups. But yeah, that's pretty much all the 60s that I've got left. For those of you who watch my stream, like, you know that I absolutely loved 60s, but in the last couple months, I've been more of a 65 guy. 65 guy, and as you guys can see, like, from my current daily driver, I like 60s with numpads, apparently. Lenny the Leopard says 65 or die. So yeah. Here, let me show you guys really quick the gaskets. Alright guys, so remember this is a prototype that was made for me, Rush. So we don't have any. So these gaskets, I think, is what Taco Bell had. Hand cut gaskets in a Ziploc bag. I like to think of them as artisan gaskets, exquisitely hand cut by the manufacturer themselves. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, basically you'll need 6 of these. And they'll go like right there. Oh shoots, I don't think these are even thin enough. Let's see. Yep, I may have to cut some of these a little bit more. There isn't much to gaskets and stuff. Yeah, I know, but so if you guys caught my build stream, like my last build stream on Saturday was the Iron 165. Excuse me. And the gaskets came in this nice peelable mat, and they were all like cut perfectly and all that. And it's like the same with the key cult, which I'll be building this Saturday, by the way. Yan says you should try red vines. I don't get that. Vash says, should I go pick up my wife? Not quite yet. She's only like, I can drive to her in 15 minutes. So I think I'm good. I can probably go for another 10 minutes. Shadow says, final gasket will be die cut so that they'll be the exact size of the pockets. For sure. But for now, these are all hand cut. Artisan grade. Yeah, we'll see how this goes this coming Thursday. And hopefully my paint will be dry then. I think like after I pick up my wife, we're gonna drop by the store and pick up some paint so I can spray paint this. Yeah, that's that. And the screws that go into here, basically they go in from the bottom. All of them are like Allen heads. Cool stuff. Yeah, if you guys want to know my full thoughts and opinions, definitely tune in on the Thursday stream. Right now, I think looks nice, feels nice, but will it actually type and sound nice? That remains to be seen. How's the fit on the brass weight? It's pretty good. It doesn't shake. It doesn't seem loose like some keyboard manufacturers. Yeah, here, let's see if, here, let's just do this really quick. And we're gonna take out the brass weight. Cody Toe says, when do you usually stream? On Thursdays, I stream at 7:30. That's too big. Yeah, let's just take out the weight so we can examine it. Shadow Celery, another thing that would be cool is if your screws were magnetic, because these are not magnetic and it makes me sad. Himari says best keycap set of the year, not including Merlin. There we go. Alright, let's see. Does the weight just pop off? Yep, there it is. There's the weight. Inagiki says PST. Yes, PST, because I am in Seattle, Washington. There is the weight right there. Look, you guys can see my nose. Hi, guys. Check it out. Nice and shiny. Held together by only 3 screws. Looks like Pokemon. Does it? Taco Bell, will you guys also be releasing the weight files? You don't see why not? Awesome. Yeah, but yeah, definitely for the production units, if you guys can, it would be great if you guys made all the screws magnetic. Looks like something Flavor Flav would wear. That is such an awesome idea. Just gotta do this. Oh my gosh, yeah, you guys are so right. Imagine like, yeah. It's just missing a chain of sorts. Oh my gosh. Shadow Celery, you guys should consider everyone who, the first 100 people get special edition Flavor Flav. Yeah. That would be hilarious. Flavor Flav would wear the whole keyboard. Oh man. You're gonna make a chain for that thing. Yes, please, do it. Do it. Needs chains. Stick the... You guys are hilarious. Himari says, Merlin, what's your favorite set this year? Not including Merlin, since I assume that's your go-to answer. Favorite set this year? Like stuff that's gone on group buy? Gosh, I don't even remember what group buys I'm in at this point. That's a good question. I don't actually remember what group buys I'm in. I think I'm on... I know I'm at least on one GMK set, but which GMK set that is, I don't remember. I'm on an Infinity group buy. Shoots, I don't remember, man, but in terms of group buys that started this week, because that's what I remember, like, okay, once you start doing group buy news every week, it just all like jumbles up together. Like you just forget what's out there. But out of the ones that started this week, the one I am definitely gonna buy as soon as I have some spare cash is GMK Grand Prix. Yeah, Taco Bell Fool, Shadow Celery. You should add that chain as one of the extras. Yeah. Xenophobia says, yeah, Grand Prix is going to be a cop for you too. Fomasa says, Grand Prix? Oh my gosh. Grand Prix and Rainy Day would probably be my second choice. Before I saw Grand Prix, Rainy Day was like a must-buy for me. But yeah, I think at this point it's gonna be Grand Prix. In terms of upcoming group buys, I'm gonna have to look at my list. But yeah, it's just you know what? I'm curious. What group buys did I join? What the heck? See, I think it was something on Novelkeys. Let me just look really quick. Chihu says Civilization. No, I am not interested in Civilization at all. There we go. Oh, great. Novelkeys only listed by order number. Not what it is, but I suspect it's something that's unfulfilled. Let's see. So I bought something in August. Oh, Bento! Yes, I joined Bento. Bento is the one. What else? I swore that I joined another one. I can't remember. Oh well. I will just be pleasantly surprised when a nice big package shows up at my doorstep. Alright guys, as I said earlier, I do need to pick up my wife. So thank you everyone for joining in on this stream as I talked about the Hive 60 and did a little work for Vashta Narada here. But yeah, tune in this coming Thursday, 7:30 PM PST. If you're interested to hear my full opinions. Today is just my unboxing, first take opinions. Thursday I'll actually build this up with whatever PCB I found. I'll probably be doing it with Gateron Yellows. Let's see, I got a few days to lube them. We'll see. But yeah, tune in Thursday, 7:30 PM PST. Be building this on stream and typing on stream and talking more about it. And last but not the least, you want more information about this board? Make sure you hit up Shadow Celery and Taco Bell Fool for more information, or definitely click on that link that I just posted into chat. Alright guys, hope you have a good rest of your week, and hopefully I'll catch you on Thursday. Alright folks, good night. See ya, bye bye.